Oh, there we go.
Okay. Hi, my name is Lindsay, and I will be interviewing Mr. Condrat about the 80s. So, tell me, what can you remember about the 80s?
Well, just about everything. I graduated from high school in '82 and college in '87. So, most of the '80s I was in college. I worked a couple of years. So, those were really good times for me.
Okay. Who was the president?
First part of the '80s, up to '88 was Ronald Reagan, and then George Bush first. First George Bush took over.
Did you like Ronald Reagan?
I think the first term, that was the first election I voted in. So I was kind of supportive the first time around. But then I think as I got in college and probably changed my world perspective a little bit,
Okay.
I wasn't a huge fan by say the end of the second term.
Alright, so by the second term, why did you change politics?
Well, I think the first term, he did a lot to help Americans feel good about themselves. I remember how we all felt in 1980, and it was kind of a low point in our sort of national pride. But then as things got better, I think everybody started feeling better. But there were a lot of sort of social inequalities in his presidency too. The rich got richer, the poor got poorer. I got out of school near the end of his second term. There weren't a lot of jobs, so certain things sort of changed my perspective.
So, what main events can you remember from the 80s?
Main events?
Like throughout the whole world, or in America, do you remember anything?
Oh yeah, I mean a big one for me was the '84 Olympics here in LA. I had a summer job where I could go to a lot of the games and stuff, so that was real fun. And from a fun point of view, some of the negative things. I remember the war down in Argentina that occurred in the early '80s. Several things in Nicaragua. There was a bombing in Beirut. A few hundred Marines were killed. So there was a lot of ups and downs.
Okay. Can you remember any main things people how now we have Beyonce, or can you remember any?
I could go on for a long time.
Or you three?
Three? Yeah, I mean big names in the '80s. You're talking like rock musicians.
Yeah.
We had Van Halen and bands like Rat, Motley Crue. The new wave came in, bands like Devo, Oingo Boingo, a lot of things, Blondie. I could go on and on.
Okay, was drugs a major issue?
Yeah, it was. It was less in the '70s. I think, like when I was in junior high, it was more prevalent than it was in, say, high school and college, but yeah, definitely.
Were gas prices, expensive as it is now?
No, it was real cheap. Matter of fact, I was lucky. When I started driving, gas was like $1.50 a gallon. When I was in college, it went down to like 70 cents a gallon. So I was lucky. When I didn't have money, gas was cheap.
Okay. What was fashion like?
I don't know. For me, it was jeans and t-shirts, shorts. I was pretty casual.
Always casual.
But
30-second question. Can I interrupt him?
Pause it.
Is that all right?
Okay, so what was fashion like?
I think it depended a lot. I mean, for me, it was pretty casual. Jeans and t-shirts, a lot of shorts, things like that. But I was in school, so.
Okay, if you could change anything about the 80s,
I never would have left college. I would have stayed there, finished my PhD, and probably still be at the university.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Condrat.
All right, you're welcome.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you. Condrat?